Dear students, we are going to the next part of the syllabus. There is a section on advantages and disadvantages of operating system. As I showed you in the first day in the syllabus, the first lecture, we cannot go just in vague disadvantages of operating system. We need to study it with respect to a particular operating system. So we are going to take the most two popular operating system, Microsoft Windows, and the next we will be studying is Linux operating system. So here we are going to see with respect to that advantages and some disadvantages of Windows. Sometimes they are also called as features of operating system Windows. So Microsoft Windows, I'm sure most of us are born with Microsoft Windows and we have been quite familiar using systems, computers running on Microsoft Windows. So just to back to the 90s, maybe before some of you were born, Microsoft came out with the first operating system per se complete, that was in Windows 95, of course marking the year 97. Then came, of course there was a talk of a 97 but never came, but 98. Then came in between, before the millennium, came with an NT, that is a network version. Then came the millennium version, ME. Then XP, extended processing. This was just after 2001. Then came Windows Vista. Then this marked 2007, the year 8, and 10, which is mostly running in most computers now, because there are different versions of it, improvements. And when you look here, there is always an improvement of, and these are all single user operating system. We have studied what is a single user operating systems. So let's study some of the features of or advantages of Microsoft Windows. So these are a few features. Of course you can always refer for more common features. Now this is one of the most commonly used operating system, as I have said. This is a GUI based operating system, that is where the popularity came to Microsoft, because it was graphic user interface operating system, and then it's most commonly used in single systems, most widely used. And Windows allows what is called multi-threading and multi-processing. We have seen running many threads, running on many processors. Then it allows network connectivity and resource sharing between other clients. So you can interconnect one system to another, that is network connectivity. We will be studying computer networks in details later. So I am able to connect my single system to another system, and I can share resources. It could be a printer there, it could be a storage there, and I'm able to share, so between clients, between systems, between users. Then it allows multimedia information management, meaning multimedia, managing audio, video, graphics files. So it allows multimedia information management. Then it allows internet connectivity, we know this, and also file transfer. Different types of file being transferred over the net. This is because of the internet usage, and which allows network connectivity between systems. Then Windows is a plug and play operating system, meaning you plug a device or a system into an Microsoft operating system, and you are able to play with it directly, or we say it as you can use it on the fly. Example, you plug in a camera or a pen drive symbol. You do not have to install with the device driver, which we have seen, in order to use it. The system recognizes it automatically. So that is called a plug and play operating system, which is in the market, part of all computers now. It allows multilingual support, many languages. Then the Windows is compatible with most applications and devices. This is the market that Windows catches maximum. So most devices, applications are compatible with Microsoft Windows. Then there are a lot of system tools that are part of the Microsoft package or the operating system. We have like system restore. Suppose if your system fails at a particular moment, I can always go back to a moment past prior to that failure. When the system was okay, I can restore to that particular point, that is backing up data, fragmenting your computer hard disk, or scanning your hard disk. These are some of the system tools that are available in computers, in Microsoft systems, which allows the user to use and troubleshoot sometimes when there are system failures on the computer. So these are some advantages of Microsoft operating system. We will also go to some disadvantages. Of course, there are some who are very familiar and who are used to Microsoft Windows, and they always find it more user friendly, advantages, features, plug and play. These are outstanding features of Microsoft Windows. But there are also another group that stands against the entire philosophy of the Microsoft class of systems. So some of these disadvantages for an academic purpose that we are putting, of course, every Microsoft operating system, call it any of this, we need to have an individual license or a shared license, and which needs to be purchased. It's not free. It's expensive, and it's also license based, though there is a lot of piracy that happens, and very often many fall into it. But every user needs to have a licensed version of Microsoft, and it is expensive. You need to purchase it. And the reason is, we have a word here, it is not a FOSS, free and open source. We will be studying what is this, a software that allows free and open source. Means I'm able to free to download, free to modify, and free to distribute or copy. Now there are some softwares that are free, but they need not be open source. Okay, so we will go into this when I come to Linux, the next section. So for now, a software, for example, which is free and open source, meaning a FOSS means I am able to modify, I am able to freely distribute or copy. For example, Acrobat Reader, it's a free software I can download, but it's not open source. I cannot modify it. So a software that is free, I don't have to pay. I can also modify, open, the source code is available, that is called open source software. So Windows does not come into this class, since I cannot modify, I cannot distribute, I cannot copy, I need to purchase it. What I buy, it is given to me in a packet. I only need to use it. I don't own anything of it, but only to use. And third, and the most common disadvantage of Windows is it is virus prone. And the security controls, especially when you work at system levels, at a deeper level as into the computer security levels, we will find that Windows systems are mostly virus prone. I'm sure many of us are used to this. Our pen drives and computers getting affected by most viruses, and controlling and security in the Windows are not up to the mark. So these are some disadvantages that we often find in Windows systems. Thank you.